I had just come off the highway. I made a few turns, but I was coming up the street off the highway from work, going home. I was literally less than a mile away from the house, a few blocks even. 2 stoplights and a stop sign. Stopped at this stoplight, and this car, like, literally just sped past. And my light had turned green. So I proceed to go. Out of nowhere, this car T-boned me. Like within moments. I was surprised. I was annoyed, pissed off. I was shaking. I don't know if I was scared. Because obviously, like, right now I'm not injured, but I was still alive. But I'm like, what? Why? Like, I couldn't even articulate what I was thinking. I just get out of my car. I pull out my phone. The person gets out. Of course, they're apologizing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Of course you're sorry. Sometimes, man, like, sometimes sorry doesn't work. You're sorry because you fucked up. You can't fix shit. You just sorry because you fucked up. So I call 911, get in contact with them, and they send out the squad. You know, they send them out. It's like 3 different police officers, I believe. One of them spoke with me mostly, collected information. And there was another officer actually writing the report. And then I think maybe there was 2 officers in one, because I only saw 2 squad cars, or I only remember 2 squad cars, but I remember like 3 different officers, and I'm thinking at least 2 of them rode together. So I'm getting everything together. After I hang up with 911 and the police finally pull up, all the squad pulls up, I hand my information out. I actually, if you don't know, I just bought this car less than a month ago, January 13th. I'm still feeling effed up about it, for real. But finally get everything like exchanged. I had to call my son, and he had to bring me my registration because I didn't have it in the car because I still have a dealership registration. Like, I don't have my tags yet. And in my state, you have to get your tags in order to get your vehicle registered, and also to receive your inspection sticker too, in order to get it registered. Like, the sticker goes on the back, you get your tags, you take it to the DMV, and they finally give you your actual registration to you instead of the handwritten one from the dealership. And I didn't even have any of that yet. I don't even know what my son's on the way. I remember that. I finally tell my son exactly where it is on FaceTime, because that's how I called him, on FaceTime, where the paper was. It was in the folder. So he brings the folder. He comes in pajamas, bringing me the folder while I'm outside waiting with the police and the person who just T-boned me. And we're waiting for tow trucks for both of us, because we both need tow trucks. Now, let me tell you how bad the damage was. Not only was the side of my car, like, the door was coming like off of the hinge a bit, but my right passenger wheel was at an angle. It was tore up. The axle was tore all to pieces. All the back of the car, the lights and all that broke up. That shit fucked up. Then their car, The person who hit me, their car, all of that just mangled and smashed in like a fucked up grill. You know what I mean? Also, their windows blew out. Like, that's how fast they were going through a fucking red light. Okay, things are processing a little bit more now because I'm in the house, I'm safe, like I'm grateful that I made it out. I mean, it was on the passenger side. What if he had hit me on my side? I wasn't even trying to hop on to talk about what the fuck just happened. Like, my plans literally coming home from work. I was gonna come and talk about remember your why. Something a bit more motivational because I was feeling a little discouraged. But I was like, you know what? Remember your why. I actually even tweeted that earlier today. Remember your why. And I ended up talking about my accident because that shit just happened and it fucked with me. I had to take all the stuff out of my car. And my kid helped me. My kid, yo, my son, he always ride for me. Like, I told him that. I was like, you always show up for your mama. I must show up like that for you. So all in all, I've at least handled the situation. I have full coverage. I'm able to get the rental. I have a ride for Sunday. Now I am going to have to buy another new car because that shit's totaled. After totaling my other car from the other accident within a month. Yo, that's... The things we experience as humans, the possibilities are endless. And on a long enough timeline, you'll experience some rather what seemingly once in a lifetime, one in a million type of shit. Because I swear I've had some shit happen to me. But that's not what this is about. Today, we're having another Sutter Home wine. This one is a White Zifandel. I got this a few days ago, but I haven't been in the mood for drinking. But I guess tonight we are. Not just because I had my car accident, because my plan was to talk about, again, remember your why. So we're going to crack this open. Here we go with the sip break. White Zifandel is essentially a rosé. This one in particular tastes like sugar water. It's literally, it is what it is. I tend to not like a White Zifandel, but I was trying to spruce things up and step outside my comfort zone and just... Sometimes you just like what you like, okay? You know what you like and you know what you don't. And I really don't do White Zifandel. So it's a dub on ever getting White Zifandel again, okay? I'm not doing it. I don't like it at all. But I'll try to finish this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this wine glass down. Let me pick this wine back up. It's like when I sip it, the beginning, the front end of it, it's like, okay, all right, here we go. And then all that sugar on the back end. That's how I for real know how like my taste buds have changed and I've acquired the taste for wine. Because in college, I would have smashed that. White Zifandel, that's literally the Arbor Mist is what the girlies used to get back in the day. They would get like the Arbor Mist. And I don't remember the Sutter Home as often, but I remember was it Gallo and then the Woodbridge for sure. All those cheap ass wines, we smashed them. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm low energy right now after work, and I got in a car accident. Okay, like, just give me some grace. Yes, let's have some more wine. I may not like it, but I'm at least feeling it. My thoughts aren't really the best because I wrote like 2 lines of notes for remember your why. But after the accident, I'm definitely dang, that's the brat coming out of me. I'm gonna figure out, you know, I'm gonna figure out how to clean this up as far as remember your why. How many times can I say that? How many times have I said it already? Let's turn it into a drinking game. Sip your wine or take a shot if you're into that. Every time I say, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and finish. You hear that? I want. I'm one of those people who are street racing. Like the guy that hit me. I wonder if they were street racing. But I mean, he had an older car. But people race, they don't necessarily, unless they're like part of like bikers clubs or car clubs, at least here where I'm from, people do chill. But this was a grown man. He looked older than me. But like when I was a teenager, we used to do stupid stuff like that. Like race to see, okay, whoever, if I beat you to the red light, and it'll be like a mile up the street or something like that. If I can beat you to the red light, then, you're buying food, for us when we get to where we're going. Or, okay, you pay for the movies if you lose this race. And anyways, I'm glad that's over. I'm safe and I made it out alive. I'm going to figure out what else to do next. But until then, you already know what it is. Cheers.